All right, are we ready? All right. Hello, welcome back to the Film Fam podcast. This is podcast number 2 in our never-ending series. Today we have me, Darby, Blaze, and Austin. Say hello, everyone.
How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
And I think today we're going to talk more about movies. I know last time we talked, we kind of drifted off into the anime section. I think we should talk about movies, about what we saw in 2020 and what we're hopeful for 2021.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't much happening in 2020.
No,
there's a legitimate chance that the Sonic movie wins Film of the Year. I don't know what else came out that was better. I can't. I honestly cannot think of a movie that came out.
I know.
That
and then
Onward, I think, were the only two I saw in theaters.
Onward.
You might be right. That might be it.
I don't even know what came out.
Yeah.
I think I saw. Was it with Gerard Butler? I think the one where he's a crazy driver.
Oh. Called Breaking Point or something?
Road Rage, something
yeah.
like that.
Rage, yeah.
I don't know what it was called. It was
What?
terrible. It wasn't good. I mean...
Oh. I love Gerard. He's such a good actor.
Yeah, he was fine in it. It's just that the story just makes zero sense. The lady who's, running from him is just kind of dumb the entire movie. At no point does she, go get a gun or something. She's just running, and she gets a golf club and attacks Gerard Butler, who's, 4 times her size, and I'm like... Ma'am, leave. You need to run away. You are stupid.
Ma'am, find a phone and call the cops.
It's a really dumb movie, but it is what it is.
Is it just he chases her down with his car and then they start running and stuff like that?
So they do a bunch of really there's one thing about the movie that's really good. It's the car crashes. They have some they're really visceral and it feels like you're watching a car get destroyed by another car. Basically, the plot of the movie is she's late to work one day and she gets pissed because he's cutting her off in traffic. So she honks at him, and they have an exchange in traffic that's really just very creepy and weird. And her son's with her, and then he starts chasing her around town, trying to teach her a lesson about being nice people on the road. He just kills people, and it just doesn't make any sense. It's just
you have to be nice. Bang, bang, bang.
The movie begins with him killing his wife, but
oh,
it's just kind of insane. It's just insane from beginning to end.
So they did my man Gerard dirty.
He did fine. It was just the movie around him was he was carrying so much, and yeah, it just didn't make a lot of sense. That was his biggest issue.
I mean, going off of that on speaking, or having a movie treat someone poorly and someone carrying the cast around it, apparently Dolittle came out in January.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
With Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember seeing the ads for that. That was one of those movies that you saw 1,000 ads for it in the lead up, and then it came out, and then you saw nothing ever again because it was a complete flop.
Yeah, no one talked about it ever again. They're shh, we're gonna keep quiet.
Did you guys see it all?
No,
but I saw the previews and I was like, oh, okay, I love Robert Downey. I like animals. This might be cool, but I never ended up seeing it.
So I saw it, sadly. Can any of you guess what the climax of the movie is?
Robert Downey Jr. wrestles a bear.
Or they're about to go to a zoo or something and he saves them. Does he have to jump on a boat or something? I feel like there's always a boat.
There is a boat. The climax of the movie is he goes into this cave and there's a giant dragon and he has to pull a bunch of swords and shields and stuff out of its butt, and then it farts for a minute straight, and that's the climax. The dragon's all angry, so then Robert Downey Jr. reaches in, pulls everything out, and then the dragon feels better and is nice.
I thought this was Dolittle, not Ace Ventura.
Exactly
what the hell?
I was in shock. I was silent after the movie. I had no idea what just happened. It was insane.
Did you see it in theaters?
I saw it in theaters.
Oh, what a waste of money!
Oh, it was like $5. I think it was some like super cheap thing, and that's the only
wow.
reason.
It is 20. It was okay. It was 2020, but how are we still having fart humor in this century? Like, how are we still doing this?
Because farts are funny.
Parts are funny,
If
but
it's like done well, like a dragon farting for a minute only has so much
Yeah.
comedic value, I think.
yeah,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
like
It's technically he has a bellyache, the dragon, from eating all the
belly.
swords and people. But he still
belly.
farts.
And like you would like, I guess it's with us in our age, like we expect the movie to be kind of like adult-ish and not have like a minute-long farting dragon because it's Robert Downey Jr., which we've seen him grow up as we grew up, like with all the Marvel movies. And then Doolittle, we saw when we were little, Dr. Doolittle with Eddie Murphy. Is that the original?
Yeah, I think so.
And so I feel like we were all excited and to see something like kind of like cute, but still like serious in a way, but we get a farting dragon.
That's fair.
That's my thought process.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think
Like-
you could jump the shark in a Doolittle movie, but they found a way.
They really did.
I feel like,
Like,
you inherently can't, and then they just were like, no, here's how you do it.
I feel like same with Sonic. Like I didn't see Sonic, but I assume it kind of sucked, even though it had Jim Carrey, which is an amazing actor.
People apparently liked it. Like people thought
I
it was
thought it
good?
was fun.
Okay.
Like, I played the games when I was little, but I'm not
Yeah.
like into it like some people are. But like, it was fun.
Yeah.
It
Jim
wasn't
Carrey's
good.
great in it.
It was fun.
Carrey carries the movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh,
and I
yeah.
like the guy that voices Sonic a lot too. So like,
Yeah.
I was
Who's
having
the
fun.
guy?
with it. What's his name? There's like DuckTales. He was in something big. I don't know if he was in it.
Oh, Bill Hader?
No.
Bill Skarsgård?
Ben Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was in Parks and Rec. He was John Ralphio.
Oh,
Okay.
I love John Ralphio.
Yeah, and he was in DuckTales.
Okay. I just
Okay.
know that like out of that movie came so many memes. One of which I liked was that apparently James Marsden in every movie since X-Men he just has an animated companion. Like he made
That's
Hop,
crazy.
he made
Yeah.
Hop, and he made Sonic, and I'm like, dude, how do you get typecast in this way?
Yeah.
It's such a weird typecast, man.
Oh, yeah, and I remember when the whole internet bullied the Sonic movie to redesign Sonic.
Oh, because it
And
was
it worked.
idiots.
It,
'Cause it
it
was-
worked and it saved the movie apparently, which is insane.
It
Like-
really did.
Online harassment helps sometimes.
Mhm.
Hey, if there's anything that the last time period it's shown that cyberbullying works, okay?
Like
Oh.
with Twitter too, with the
It works,
retweet
man.
option. I hated that retweet option. I hated it.
Cyberbullying is it's nice.
It's effective if it's against a large corporation.
Yeah,
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
it's tolerated and effective. If
not
it's towards
against
one
like
person, not
high
okay.
school kids, but like against adults who should be doing better.
Yeah, like like Reddit with GameStop.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah.
That was the funniest thing ever.
I don't know anything about stocks, but like I learned from that.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
sad I missed out on that train. I was
Me too.
because it's something I understand and agree with, and I was like, no, how did I miss out on this?
Next
Yeah.
time we destroy some hedge funds and like get money, I would like to know beforehand. Just
Yeah.
Could someone CC me on the next one, please?
Yeah. Can I have an email sent out to me, please? I need to make some.
Can I be on the newsletter, please? Thanks.
Yeah.
I'd like to make some money, please.
So like we said, like there really wasn't a whole lot of big movie releases, but I think it was the year of like the limited series.
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. Like Tiger King.
Tiger King. Did Don't Fuck with Cats came out last year?
Don't Fuck with Cats came out
Yeah.
2020.
I think so, yeah.
Two of the best documentaries I've ever seen.
I watch Don't Fuck with Cats probably once a month because I love it so much. I
It's
love
so gripping.
Body Moving and Hank Green. I
Mm.
love them.
They were so
It's
like surprisingly charismatic.
yeah,
You don't
for
expect
being just normal people.
yeah, internet sleuths who are just like regular people to be like
Yeah,
charismatic detectives, but they absolutely were. It was so cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had like great personality and everything.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then you mentioned it already, Tiger King. I
I
Dude,
mean,
think that
that
came out like right when quarantine like
yes.
started too. So that's when
yeah,
people were actually at home and had nothing to do, and they're like,
Because I remember I
"Ew."
had nothing to do. My friend was like, "You need to watch Tiger King. It's so cool." I'm
time
like,
to watch this weird
"Okay."
guy from Oklahoma uh, do some crazy shit for 7 hours. That sounds like something I
Yeah,
can do.
Oh, and just
yeah,
like the cultural phenomenon that it became too.
Like
yeah.
there is no world where any of us know who Carol Baskin is, if not for the Tiger King documentary. And
Oh
now,
yeah.
literally every person I'm ever going to meet the rest of my life will know who Carol Baskin is.
Didn't her
Like,
case get reopened?
I have no idea. I didn't follow it that closely.
I thought I heard
Either.
that the case was
Yeah,
reopened about her missing husband.
I don't
It
know.
wouldn't surprise
But
me.
that's going to be like a first date question like for the remainder of our lives. Like,
Did
so
you watch Tiger King?
did Carol Baskin kill her husband or not? And then that's going to be
Oh
like the
yeah.
deciding factor in whether or not you go on a second date. That's going
Oh
to
yeah.
be
She for
forever.
sure. Yeah.
I wasn't sure, and then she made that comment in like the last episode about, oh, you wouldn't use perfume, you would use guts, and it would cover the feet. And we were like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Carol.
How she like made it. She slipped it. I was like, girl, what? You just outed yourself.
Oh yeah.
For real, she did.
It was
What else
crazy.
came out in 2020? What other
Well,
TV shows?
getting away from like documentaries and stuff, the one that jumps to my mind is Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
Yes. Yes.
I
That was
never
some
got
really
around to
good, right?
watching that one.
I
Oh, it's
just
so
finished it the other
good.
weekend with my folks. Man, it is
My whole
such a good
family,
show.
yeah. My whole family, we were on vacation and we would watch like 2 episodes a night.
Yep,
It
that's
was
what we
really
did.
good.
Yeah,
And something about like being just playing chess, you would sound like the most boring thing, but like from everyone I've heard that's like watched it, it's just amazing.
It's
well, it's
awesome.
not really about chess. Like,
Uh,
No,
it's
it's about a young girl becoming a woman.
yeah,
mm,
it's honestly more akin to like a sports movie. Like
Yes.
how a sports
Yes.
movie is never about the sport that's being played. It's about like the characters and they
yeah.
struggle
And their
through that
trials and
sport.
tribulations.
Right. That's basically what this was. So the main character Beth Harmon, she's an orphan. She gets addicted to drugs at a very early age. But her kind of like
Tranquilizers.
her solace in all of that is playing chess, and she kind of has to balance that with her addictions and her own personal demons, and she has
Yeah.
to work through all of her personal relationships. She has to learn to like love people. It's a really fascinating character
Yeah.
study. And Anya, I want to say Anya Taylor Joy, I want to say is her name, the lead actress.
Taylor Anjoy or something like
Anya
yeah,
Taylor
something of
Joy.
those lines.
It's Anya
Yeah.
Taylor Joy. Anya Taylor Joy. That's
Yeah.
how.
Anya Taylor.
She was in Split. If you
I
remember.
was just about to say that. She was in Split.
She was amazing in that. She
Oh
is
yeah.
so charismatic. I can't get over her.
Which is why I'm wondering why haven't we seen her in more films
Because she's
or
new.
shows?
Like she just started like acting in major films like a few years ago. I think in 2018. I think 2018 was when The Witch came out,
Oh yeah. That was the first thing I saw her in.
and that
I
was
don't
like
watch
her
scary
first.
movies.
That was like her first like. It's a horror movie. It's awesome. It's really good. That was like her
It-
first like big role that she had, and then she
Mhm.
kind of parlayed that into a couple horror movies, and now she's just doing dramatic acting, and she's so
Okay.
talented.
Yeah, because I remember Split. That was first of all a great movie with what's his name, James
James
McAvoy.
McAvoy. Yeah, he's an amazing actor as well. So the both of them together was great.
Yeah, they had a great chemistry back and forth.
But yeah, Blaze, you need to watch Queen's Gambit.
That's on my list. I will.
It doesn't like the first episode is kind of long, but then the rest of the
Yeah.
series just flies by.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of speculation on people were demanding another season.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, and it's based off a book, and that's how the book ends.
Yeah,
It was one
they
book,
shouldn't.
and that was it.
Because she's conquered her demons, all
Yeah,
that's left
she's
for her to do is defend her title, and that's boring.
yeah.
I don't care
That's
about
yeah,
that.
that wouldn't be an exciting show.
Yeah, the only way they could make it interesting is to have like romantic interests at this point. And
Yeah,
I
like
don't want.
she ended at the top, the most top she could ever be, the
Yeah,
highest point she could ever be. That's where they ended it.
yeah,
So like the next season would have to be depressing. Like if she had like she'd have to have like a downfall, and then a re-climbing up, and it would just basically be a copy of the first season. I feel like
yeah.
even
You would
she
either
said,
have to do. You would either have to do that, or you would have to do like her as like a mentor figure. That might
yeah,
work actually. Like doing her as like a mentor. I,
yeah,
Blaze, you haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's an
That's
amazing show.
yeah. I really enjoyed it.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely watch it at some point.
Yeah, even Anna Joy Taylor, Taylor Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor Joy. She even commented too. She was like Beth had her story ended. Like, I don't think we should revisit that. But she's like, I'd be more than happy to play Beth again, but I don't think there should be another
Yeah,
season.
they really shouldn't. But I was gonna say like that. So I used to be in chess like a lot as a kid, um, and I've always like just played casually. But that show got me back into chess in a big way. It's just so motivating.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it made me want to play chess, and I hate like I had no interest in chess before, and now I'm like, damn, I should buy a chessboard.
you can play online for free. Go to chess.com. It's completely free.
Chess.com.
Okay. And I
Hashtag not
saw
sponsored,
this.
but
I saw this article that chess board games went skyrocketed
yeah.
because of the show.
Well, you have like kids watching with their parents and like, I want to play chess, and they're like, oh,
Yeah,
I know how to play chess, but I don't have a board, and they have to go get a board. So
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did anything come out mid of all this quarantine? Like
From
that's a blur to me.
That's
from
when time
April
stopped.
to like August, nothing happened as far like nothing in like entertainment media came out. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't remember a single thing.
Uh,
I do remember what came out at the end of the year though.
Mandalorian. Haha. Have you watched it, Blaze?
I have not seen Mandalorian, and I knew I would get that response.
Megan would be
Like,
so disappointed in you.
Megan and Mitch would both kill me.
Mm.
But all the episodes are out
telling.
now of like the first 2 seasons. So
Get
I'm more
on it,
like
man.
inclined.
You need to do a binge tonight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
It's really easy to watch too. It's
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind of a monster of the week type show, so it's really easy to binge.
it's
Oh,
very
okay.
digestible.
That's
Yeah.
pretty easy.
Yeah,
I
like
think
my
it was like,
boyfriend, he's not super into Star Wars, but he loved Mandalorian.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just a good show. It's just
Oh,
Yeah,
a good entertaining show.
and I like it because you don't need any prior knowledge to any of the Star Wars like movies or the Clone Wars like show. I feel like you don't need any prior knowledge to get into Mandalorian,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
In
which is what I
the
like. About it.
in the second season, like it would help to have some of that. They
For
introduced some characters from the other shows
yeah,
that you might not know, but knowing them is not integral to the plot of the show, so it's not a huge deal.
yeah,
I think I
like
know like
I
enough about like Star Wars, and I would like know at least
Oh yeah,
most
you'd be
of it.
fine. Yeah. No, the casual
yeah,
viewer is fine. You can totally watch it without any of that
yeah. Like
backstory.
I know who Ahsoka is, but I've never seen Clone Wars shows. But I
Hmm.
understood that like, oh, she's a Jedi.
Yeah, I've seen the entire Clone Wars series through like 3 times, so yeah. I'm not even that big of a Star Wars fan. I just love that show. I think it's a really good show.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then didn't Attack on Titan come out? The season 4 came out. Was it December?
I don't know.
I think it was
I
this
have
Sunday.
I have seen one episode of Attack on Titan. I thought it was okay, but kind of confusing, so I didn't watch any more of it.
You need to
And
watch it.
I know, I do. I
I
just
am rewatching it
yeah,
to like build up to season 4 because I'm
yeah.
so excited.
I started watching it when it came out. The first season came out. And it was big, and I watched the first episode. And I was like, "What is happening? I don't know who any of these characters are. They're all dying. What's going on?"
Yeah, that is true.
So I had to turn it off because I didn't know what was going on. Like I
Attack
just
on
wasn't.
Titan it has the same like pace of Game of Thrones. Like, oh, you like this character? They're dead now.
I don't
Like here
know.
you go.
Game of Thrones didn't kill characters that episode they introduced them. They let you like get to know them and then kill them. That first episode, second time, they were like, "Here's all your main characters. 3/4 of them are dead now. Good luck, have fun." And I was like, "What's?"
I mean, but season 2 and 3, you kind of get because there's some characters that still stay alive, and you get used to them.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm sure
yeah.
I will.
And
I'm
then a
sure I'll
titan
watch it
just
eventually.
lunches them, and you're like, why? And you,
Yeah. As someone who wants to be a screenwriter and work in the industry, like I'm gonna have to watch it because it's gonna be such a cultural touchstone for the years to come.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's on my list.
Oh yeah.
hmm Now these didn't come out in 2020, but I got into Studio Ghibli.
Mm,
Ghibli,
Ghibli.
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 I got into those movies towards the end of the year, and I am in love with them.
They're so good.
Yeah, I love them.
I don't think I've seen them all, but I've seen like a good chunk.
I've seen a few. I haven't seen a lot of them.
I've seen.
My family just didn't grow up with them, so like they
Mhm.
just weren't part of my like growing up. But now that I'm like in film stuff, I see a lot of them just from assignments and things.
That's
Yeah, yeah. Like the first movie came out in like '88. My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
And so, like, I obviously didn't grow up with them, and my parents aren't into that stuff, so they wouldn't show me it.
I just
but
got
I
it
was
from like all
adult.
my cousins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now as an adult, I'm like, all right, I enjoy these. They're cute.
You talk about like your parents wouldn't show you them. I had to convince my parents like to watch Into the Spider-Verse. Like they were like, "Oh, it's a kids movie." I'm like, "No, it's just animated. That's different. Those are not synonymous.
Yeah.
It has
Oh, yeah.
adult themes." Like Into the Spider-Verse is no more a kids movie than like Homecoming is a kids movie. Like
Mhm.
Mhm.
they're the same maturity level, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, I feel like a lot of older generations think animation means kids.
Oh yeah.
Like,
That's
the
disappointing.
the Boondocks, that is not for kids.
Not at all.
That is
Yeah.
not for kids.
Yeah, we have the advantage of having grown up with Adult Swim, so like we understand that there are non-kid shows out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
I think
even
my
like,
parents saw it like without hesitation, really. But I've heard like a lot of people, especially like grandparents and stuff, they're just not having it.
yeah. Yeah. True. But yeah,
Oh, I
love-
I know a movie that came out last year. That Milan came out.
Oh, don't
That-
get me started.
That fucking disaster.
Ooh, I didn't even watch it. But I saw someone tweet that says like the whole plot of it is a demon bird. Am I correct?
So instead of her being like an intelligent and brave young lady, she's just got magical powers from the beginning. Yeah, that's just they took away everything that makes Mulan special, and they just said she has the access to chi power, and now she's gonna go fight the bad guys.
Is she Avatar?
She just kicks a lot of sticks and a lot of arrows at people. It's awful. Like it's genuinely a terrible movie.
Isn't like the first half of Mulan her training to become like the best she can be?
Yeah, no, she just shows up at the camp and is just the best soldier.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
And they don't have Mushu.
Yeah.
no Mushu and no singing. It's a disaster.
I was about to say that's the worst part was there was no songs.
Yeah.
Or,
No,
or
what I
Mushu.
love though was like the people of China hated it, which is
Oh yeah, the actress is in support of the police brutality going on in Hong Kong,
Yeah,
and people
no.
are not happy about that.
well, I mean the movie was filmed in the province where they have been like mass incarcerating Uyghur Muslims. Like it's the entire production around the movie is a complete humanitarian clusterfuck, and
Disney being shady. And that's the thing, like with the live action remake for Aladdin, they added new songs. They kept old songs and put new songs. For Mulan, they cut all the songs. Like, what's up with that?
well, they wanted to make it like the reason for it was they wanted to make it like a love letter to China, but in doing so, they just kind of
They said,
well, they just didn't direct it in that way. Like it's not directed
Yeah.
like a because I took a class in the fall that was about like how to adapt historical material, And like Mulan isn't like a fairy tale. Mulan is a historical figure to a lot of Chinese people. Like it's part of
Yeah.
the history of China.
It's based off a poem too, right?
Yeah, so like to kind of reduce it to like this fantasy tale is really like offensive and really just
Yeah.
it ignores the point of the story. The point of the story like isn't to like the point of the story in the new movie is like um don't let others suppress your powers. I don't know. There's really no moral to it. It's just kind of
Girl power.
vaguely
That's the
it's
moral.
vaguely feminist. Like that's kind of all it has
Yeah.
going for it. Whereas the original movie was about like it was about overcoming those obstacles
Yeah.
um through like wit and skill and hard work
Yeah.
and determination.
And yeah, and
Whereas
like your gender doesn't matter because she was just a badass warrior, and
yeah,
that was it.
whereas Mulan in the new movie is just the best because she has chi.
Yeah, which like it takes away all of her like credibility.
Yeah.
Oh,
She also like just never emotes in the entire movie. She just she
Oh
never shows
no.
any emotion at all. It's really awful.
Wait, so she doesn't have like there's no connection between her and Shang? Is Shang even there?
I don't know. I don't remember.
oh, that's not a good sign.
I don't remember if
Shang
Shang was
was
in the
the
movie.
best because there's tension between them the entire movie.
I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, it wouldn't be
You
surprising if
blocked out that traumatic part of your life.
I don't know. The movie's awful. Don't watch it. Don't give Disney your money.
I was about to say, I feel like I have Disney Plus. I feel like I should force myself to watch it just so I can appreciate how terrible it is.
Honestly, do not encourage them to make more of those movies.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I have taken a solemn oath to not watch any of the Disney live action remakes. I refuse to watch any of them
The Lion King one
From
was
now
good.
on, or like
forever.
that had been
No,
made?
forever. I didn't watch. I watched Jungle Book, and Beauty and the Beast, and those are the only ones I watched.
Okay, I was about to
When
say
they
I like
announced,
Beauty and the Beast.
Live action Beauty and the Beast was beautifully done, I think.
I hate that movie. I think it's terrible.
I mean, I can see that. Beauty and the Beast is my
It was
favorite
good.
Disney movie, though. So
I mean,
I have to
I
bias
never
there.
had any like special. I don't have any nostalgic connection to Beauty and the Beast like the original
Oh,
movie.
I do.
So like watching it, I was just sitting there watching it like this is just kind of a boring romance. Like there's nothing
If you don't have
new
a
happens.
pre-connection, I could totally like see that.
Yeah, nothing
Oh,
interesting is happening in that movie.
I
Um,
love Belle. Like I wanted to be Belle as a kid because she was a nerd and I was lonely
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah,
And so like,
The Jungle Book movie is good.
that's
Um,
good. Yeah.
the kid
And
in
the way
it is
they
a
made
terrible
it.
actor, but like the movie is beautiful and it's interesting and it has a
Didn't
good
John
story.
Favreau direct that one?
Yeah,
I was about to say because if you watch behind the scenes for Mandalorian, they take the same tactics from Jungle Book and apply it to Mandalorian.
yep, yeah. Favreau's a
He
genius.
saves everyone.
But when they announced The Lion King, I swore off all live action movies, all of their live action remakes. I don't
It
care
was
if it was
good.
good or bad. I know it wasn't as good as the original, so there's no reason for
Yeah.
it to have been made.
Because there's so much nostalgia like within us because we grew up with The Lion King
The
and
Lion King, the original, is my second favorite movie of all time after Jurassic Park. So
Ooh.
So I know I'm not going to like this movie as much as that one, and Disney
yeah.
knows that. Like no
Oh, yeah.
one is going to say the new one is better than the original. Like
Yeah.
no genuine critic is ever going to say that because the original's a masterpiece.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
why was it made? Well, for money. That's the only reason it was made.
Oh,
there's
easily.
no artistic reason for it to exist. So
And they would have lost their licensing to it, correct?
I was
Isn't
just
it
about to
that
say
they have to
it
keep
was like
remaking?
coming up on like the year where they would go into like public domain.
copyright
Yeah.
law in this country is
Garbage.
as long as the original writer of the story is alive, they have copyright.
Yeah.
So
And
as long as the person who wrote The Lion King or the script, no, it wouldn't be expiring anytime soon. No.
I don't
wasn't
know
it
if it
for
was
like
Lion King, but it was some live
It was
action
something
one they did.
else,
I don't know if
yeah.
it was Cinderella, which is
Yeah.
like
I
the
don't
first
know.
one they
Well,
did.
if you remember that the Cinderella one is the reason that we have all these live action remakes,
Mhm.
and then the
There's-
live action Cinderella one was the first one. And I think that one was made because they wanted a new because the original movie's old, like it's an old movie.
it's
So they wanted
old.
they wanted to bring a new flair to the movie. I think that's fine. The same thing with
Yeah.
Jungle Book. But like Beauty and the Beast um got nominated for an Academy Award in like what the year it came out was in the 90s, and Lion King
1998, I believe, or
and
99.
Lion King is 2000s, I think, either 99 or 2001 or something along those lines, somewhere in that area.
Hmm.
Um, and Aladdin is in that group, and I just like, why are we remaking these movies? They came out like 30 years ago. They hold up fine. There's no reason.
Yeah, they don't need retouching.
Or you can like remaster them or something, like touch
Yeah.
up the
Remaster
animations.
would be good.
Like there's no reason
Like-
to remake them entirely, especially like when they're
Yeah.
almost they're shot for shot remakes a lot of the time.
Yeah, I understand that. But I think with the live action Beauty and the Beast, they did add a little bit more, so deviated from the original film, but not so much that it was insane.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't know.
Aladdin did it on that part.
but like
But
Aladdin, like at least they tried to make a new movie. You know,
yeah,
They
because no one
didn't
can
get a-
top Robin Williams. Even
They didn't get a Robin
Will
Williams
Smith said that.
impersonator, you know. But you can't top Robin Williams, so why are you trying to? Why are you making? It's
And
just a
even
cash
Will
grab.
Smith-
Money.
Will Smith admitted it. He's like, I'm not going to top Robin Williams. I'm not here to replace him.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm here to like make a homage to him.
Yeah, he's making his own character.
Yeah, which I enjoyed the character.
Yeah,
I
I heard
just-
people liked
I-
it. Like I just never saw it. Because
I
Yeah.
don't know either, but I heard like all right things.
I watched it. It was all right. Jasmine gets some new songs about being a woman, being strong. Which, as a girl, like I'm like, okay, that's kind of cringe, but okay. I know it's like for little girls.
yeah,
Like I know I'm empowered, but I don't need it. But also, isn't there supposed to be a Little Mermaid remake? Wasn't it announced years ago, and everyone was
think
upset
so.
because what's her name was black? They were mad.
Yeah.
I forget her name.
Ariel.
But people are like, Ariel's supposed to be white. I just remember that being a huge thing, like two,
See,
3 years ago.
I don't care one way or the other about that stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't. Why are we making Little Mermaid? I don't understand why we're remaking Little Mermaid.
Yeah. I'd like to
Remaster it,
see.
re-release it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to see a remake of Snow White because that's the oldest Disney
That's
princess.
an ancient movie, and if you've ever
Yeah.
seen it, it doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, and like I see people make like those twisted dark like remakes like The Huntsman and like all that stuff.
Maleficent, yeah.
I really liked Maleficent. I thought that was a good like twist on it.
Yeah, that's a new story though. Like,
Yeah, I like that new story. So like I would like to see Snow White have something
yeah,
or even
or even they could do Sleeping Beauty with Aurora.
Mhm.
Like,
yeah.
there's a lot of
I
stuff they
think-
could do.
Yeah,
Well, if you
Maleficent
go lesser
and
known,
Maleficent
too.
too. They both held up on their own. I feel like too.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I mean, I thought like what were they? The Alice in Wonderlands, those remakes. I thought were
Yeah.
See, even
How
with
about
those,
those?
like they were like, we're not gonna remake the original shot for shot. We're gonna make surrealist art.
Oh,
yeah.
Which I think is cool. Like you're taking
Yeah, like-
an old property and you're making it into a modern concept.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
Because like the old Alice in Wonderland is a fever dream. I watched it like during quarantine. It is a fever dream. But the remakes, it's like she's the chosen one. There's a prophecy. There's a battle. There's a dragon. Like they're like we're gonna leave the skeletons of Alice in Wonderland, but build a new person on top,
mhm.
Oh yeah.
which I like.
Yeah, no, there is room for remakes in Hollywood. I just hate that every year now we're getting like 8 remakes of movies, and a lot of them don't need remakes. Like,
It has to be done carefully
yeah,
if we're gonna do remakes.
It needs to provide something new to
Like-
it.
Yeah.
like what was the movie the Oz movie that was like a prequel to?
Oh, Oz the Great and Powerful
Yeah, that was prequel to.
with Dave Franco. One of the Franco brothers
I think it was James
Oz.
Franco. It was James
Yeah.
Franco. It was James Franco. It was
James.
Franco. Yeah. Yeah, like that movie is interesting because it's a story that we've never heard before. It's the
Yeah.
story of Oz, which I think is awesome. Like,
Yeah, and same
if you're
with
gonna-
the
if you're
musical
going
Wicked.
to if you're going to do like nostalgia bait, at least do something creative, you know.
Oh
Yeah, give a little something extra, something that like we wouldn't have known.
Mhm.
Kind of like with Maleficent, how she's telling throughout the whole movie, she's like, you've heard it one way, but here's how it really happened,
True.
which I think that was really cool to show like she wasn't actually the bad person.
Yeah. What else came out last year?
Was it 2019 or 2020 that Toy Story 4 came out? Was it 19?
I don't
That was
remember.
19.
19.
Going on, like animation stuff though, Onward came out last year.
When
I
did,
think-
did Soul come out this year or last year?
Oh,
This year, I
I haven't
believe.
seen it yet. So
I think it
don't
was January this year.
I think it was
Yeah,
January.
it was like on Christmas or something.
It was
Yeah.
a beautiful movie, though. I really enjoyed it.
Soul?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet. It looks good.
I just watched it last night, and it was
it was beautifully made. The
Yeah.
storyline's kind of like to me, but like the visuals, I loved
Oh, the
it.
visuals are amazing. It wasn't like my favorite, but it was like really like heartfelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Inside Out, just kind of cute, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Inside
Have
Out
either
is
of you
definitely
guys started watching WandaVision yet?
not yet.
I have not watched it yet.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
I think they're up to like 4 now.
Huh?
I think they're up to like 4 episodes now.
Yes. They're cool.
It
I'm
looks
so sad.
amazing. I thought it
It
like
is.
when they previewed all these new shows, I thought this one looked the coolest of them all. Cause
Oh
like
yeah,
Endgame brought the MCU, I thought, to a really nice like completeness.
Close.
Like all of those movies before it are like a unit that you can go watch and you're satisfied the
Together.
entire time watching it,
yeah.
and you reach a satisfying conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that they have like they've secured their legacy, I feel like. So I feel like
Yeah, and now they can mess around.
they can do some interesting things. And I think that's what WandaVision is
Yeah.
trying to be, and I'm really excited to watch it.
I'm excited for
WandaVision
Loki.
is what?
I'm excited for Loki.
Yes, that looks
Yeah.
incredible.
It's just him going around and just like doing
Yeah.
what it.
That the What If show.
Doesn't Hawkeye get his own movie, or is it show?
I think it's a show.
I think it's a
Okay.
I think he's
He
like
couldn't even
training
get
a
a
prodigy.
movie.
No, I think he's training like a prodigy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
his
Kate
daughter
Bishop.
probably.
No, it's not his daughter. It's somebody else.
It's
It's
not Kate Bishop.
no, it is Kate Bishop. I don't. It might be Kate. Yeah, it's Kate Bishop. You're right. You're right. It's Haley Steinfeld, I think, is the actress they cast.
Yeah, I
It's
really
Kate
like
Bishop.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're
Oh
also
yeah, and
doing
is it Falcon?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's the one I'm
Yeah.
most excited for. I think.
That one looks. I'm curious to see where they take it because like
Yeah.
Yeah.
those are 2 characters that they haven't done a lot of stuff with on their own.
They
And
haven't
so
a lot
I'm
of show
excited-
time for themselves.
Yes, and so I'm excited to see how those 2 like build a franchise together if that's where they go with it. And then like they have like that one show. It's somebody in the 10 Rings. That's like an old comic that they're adapting. They're adapting a bunch of weird stuff, which I love. I love it when Marvel gets weird.
I'm happy they're doing Moon Knight.
Yes, I'm so excited for Moon Knight.
Knight
Oh
is
my god.
What is Moon Knight? I haven't heard that
Moon
one.
Knight is Deadpool, but like he doesn't have regenerative powers and he's more crazy.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I
Moon
love
Knight is
Deadpool.
just it's literally Deadpool on cocaine. That's
Oh yeah.
But
That's what we are.
it's like a cross between Deadpool, the Punisher, and just a bag of like LSD. Like it's complete insanity. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, so Loki's going to be a show too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Loki
gonna
was-
follow him like dimension hopping, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, because I was under the impression he died by Thanos' hand.
Yes, but remember in Endgame when he like steals the Tesseract?
Yes. Yes.
So it's like based off of that Loki.
Oh, okay.
That's
Not
how
like
they're getting around all the dimension hopping and stuff like that. So
Okay.
and of
So, yeah,
course
you got it.
I am so excited for the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Oh
Yes!
my god. I
I
don't care what
love that.
anybody tells me.
I can't wait
Guardians
for a new
1
soundtrack to come out.
Guardians 1 is the best movie that Marvel's ever made. I
believe so,
by
too.
a pretty fair margin. I think so.
I also really like Iron Man 3. But
Yeah, and then Guardians
like
2 I think is the best sequel they've made.
Which is
Guardians 2.
I like Guardians 2 more than 1.
I think
But
I
Wonder,
really like them both
I
equally.
love
I
them
like
both. They're a package to me. They're so
That's
perfect.
fair.
They're great.
And then Thor gets a new movie, God
I
of
was gonna
Thunder
say
and
Thor, Love
Love.
and Thunder, and
I
they
know they're doing like weird stuff from the comics, which I think is so
Yeah.
cool.
got
This
on
is
to
like their
that.
renaissance, like creativity, like time.
Yeah, it's like
They
Because
also
they can
have
just
She-Hulk coming out too.
what?
sorry.
She-Hulk.
Oh
Keyhole?
yeah. I'm also excited for the Black Widow movie to come out whenever the hell that does.
Finally!
Oh yeah,
That
that was
thing's-
supposed to come out this
That
year.
thing's been sitting on a shelf in Disney for like 6 months now. They're just
Oh,
waiting
it's
for.
collecting dust by now.
Yeah.
And like she has a sister in the movie.
Yeah,
Like
but
I can't wait to see that.
I do respect their choice to like give it a full release. Like
Yeah,
they're not
give
they're
it-
not
give it-
gonna do a limited release and then put it on Disney Plus. It's gonna be a full release, which I think is they're doing Scarlet justice by doing that. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's very cool. Gesundheit.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. How did Wonder Woman 84 like?
I heard it was awful.
I didn't.
heard
see
it was bad,
but I
too.
know they did like the at home release. I don't know if they was it in theaters.
It's on HBO.
It was on HBO. Yeah. Apparently,
I
it was
heard
really
that-
cheesy. It was like really.
Yeah, I heard the
corny.
whole movie was her just trying to get over Chris Pine, and then she never gets over him. That's what someone said the whole movie was about. Just her wanting to get back Chris Pine. I didn't even finish the first Wonder Woman.
No,
First one's fine. Like
I got bored.
it's the best DC
I was
movie
gonna
that
say,
they've made
it's the
this
best
century,
one, but it's just
which is a horrible fact. That is not what you want to see.
I liked Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn movie.
Harley Quinn is great. Everything else sucks.
you like Suicide Squad.
I saw it 4 times in theaters when it came out.
I was working at the theater. My one coworker told me like to go see it, and it was really good. And I did, and I've never been angrier at someone.
But I liked everyone's backstory. You got backstories and stuff. But the Harley Quinn movie was all right. I thought it was cute.
Birds of Prey. I never saw it.
Birds of Prey. That's what it is. I think it's cute.
I don't know. After Aquaman, I was just done with them. I just didn't
I
care
just
anymore.
saw Aquaman.
Aquaman is a great movie to watch when you're just like hanging with the boys and you're just like having a good time, because you do not have to pay attention to that movie because there is no plot. There is no plot. It is just Khal Drogo running around with his shirt off for like 2 hours, throwing tridents at people. It's complete insanity.
Underwater gladiator scene.
Yeah, that scene is interesting, but executed in the worst way imaginable, man. It just looks awful.
Mhm.
They do have that one. They have one really cool scene where they do like a Lovecraftian thing with a bunch of like little monsters. I think that scene's pretty cool, but like none of the scenes connect. They're all from different movies.
0%.
There's like 6 like climactic battles in like an hour. It's complete madness.
The whole Black Mantis just arc.
He's just kind of there. He's just present for a lot of the movie. It's real bad.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then the villain Ocean Master is probably the worst villain I've ever seen in a movie.
His name is Ocean Master.
Ocean Master
We're gonna
versus
see this awful
Aquaman.
movie. Is this on HBO? I gotta watch this.
I'm assuming it's on something because
It's
like
on.
there's
I
no way
think
they made
these-
their money back in the theater. So
I think HBO like has a contract with DC because all the Batman stuff is on HBO, which I watched the 2 today.
I encourage you to watch Aquaman. Like, don't watch. There's a lot of movies that like I would say don't watch them. It's not worth your time. Aquaman is so bad it's good. It's one of those movies. It is
Like,
it is the
The
spiritual
film.
successor to Batman v Robin or Batman and Robin.
I get that.
I saw Justice League. That movie sucked.
That movie was a boring movie. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Isn't the
And they resurrected Superman because he was dead, and they just like
Goofy.
alive.
Oh, that movie is so goofy. Oh.
Uh,
Why is everything gray, Zach? Just make them colorful. Like, why is it all gray, dude?
It's not that
why is it
hard.
all gray? Oh, well, I'm excited to see what 2021 has to release for us.
Yeah, as am I. Yeah. On that
'Cause-
note, we should probably wrap up. We're running out of
Yeah.
time.
Because I'm running out of things to watch, and I need some new stuff.
Amen.
Got a lot of stuff on my list.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us. Comment below on any opinions you have about the movies or shows we talked about, and we will see you guys in the next video / podcast. All right, bye.
See you
Bye,
guys.
everybody. Have a good one.